If you want to learn how to create wealth in 2021, then The Millionaire Next Door is a book you should read. It's a book written by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. I have read this book countless of times and I just can't stop reading it. This best-selling book identifies several common threats that have showed up so many times among those that have accumulated wealth for themselves and how they went about it. My name is Daniel Ayodele, founder of Mindshift Global Academy. If you find this video interesting, ensure that you share it with your friends. In today's video, I will share with you practical examples, hearing directly from the horse's mouth on what the rich knows about creating wealth that the poor do not know. You will agree with me that there are several secrets the rich knows about creating wealth that the poor do not know. Let's start with Mr. Warrant Buffett. What does he really know about creating wealth that the poor don't know?
The best investment you can make is in yourself. I mean, for example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%. And, I mean, if you can't communicate, somebody says, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas. And that's relatively easy. I did it myself with the Dale Carnegie course. Some people wish I'd taken a shorter course now in terms of my talking later on. But it's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you. I mean, the second thing, which I'll get a certain criticism for not living it, but I do tell those students, that if I gave you a car and it'd be the only car you get in the rest of your life, you take care of it like you can't believe. Any scratch, you'd fix that moment. You read the owner's manual, you keep a garage and do all these things, and you get exactly one mind and one body in this world. And you can't start taking care of it when you're 50. By that time, you'll have rusted out if you haven't done anything. So you should really make sure that you just remember that you just got one mind and body to get through life with and to do the most with it.
According to Warrant Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, he said the best investment you can make in your life is the investment in yourself, because no one can take whatsoever you have learned away. In 2021, if you want to start creating wealth for yourself, then you must invest in personal development. Personal development is something you must invest in if you truly want to create wealth. Invest in your mind, and as you do this, you will be on your way to creating wealth. The next person we want to listen to on how to create wealth is Steve Jobs. What does Steve Jobs know about creating wealth that the poor don't? Let us hear from him.
About over $1 million when I was 23, and over $10 million when I was 24, and over $100 million when I was 25. And it wasn't that important because I never did it for the money. I think money is a wonderful thing because it enables you to do things. It enables you to invest in ideas that don't have a short-term payback and things like that. But especially at that point in my life, it was not the most important thing. The most important thing was the company, the people, the products we were making, what we were going to enable people to do with these products. So I didn't think about it a great deal. I never sold any stock.
Thank you, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs has actually made it a lot clearer here by letting us know that if you truly want to make lots of money in 2021, then don't allow money to be your motivation for doing whatsoever you want to do. A lot of us are going after the money instead of giving value. The lesson to be learned here is do not pursue money. No one ever pursues money and gets money. Instead, go after value. Give people value, and as you do that, money will automatically come. The next person we want to listen to on how to create wealth or what he knows about creating wealth that the poor do not know, is Danlok, who happens to be my namesake. Danlok, please tell us what you know about creating wealth.
Realize this, but one of the most toxic concepts and one of the most toxic ideas that you've been exposed to is this: that somehow if you make money in a very short period of time, that somehow if you make money quickly, it is a bad idea. You heard of the term get rich quick. Somehow in a society that we believe if you make your money, if you build wealth quickly, it must be something shady. You must be doing something illegal. It must be a scam, right? It get rich quick. Oh, that's a bad idea. When people say, oh, is this get rich quick? You better hope that it is, because you don't have time to get rich slow. Now, what do I mean by that? Wealth is not just measured by how much money you have. Wealth is measured more in time than in just money. Let's say you make $25,000 a year, and let's say you work 40 years. How much money you've made? $1 million. Now, it's $1 million a lot of money? Absolutely. You've made $1 million. The question is, are you rich? No. Why not? Because it took you 40 years to accumulate $1 million, to make $1 million. Now, let's look at a different scenario. Let's say you still make $1 million, but instead of taking you 40 years, you make that same $1 million within 12 months, within 1 year. Now, are you rich? Yes. Now you are a millionaire. What is the difference? It's the same $1 million. The only difference is the time that it takes for you to make it. And the cool thing is this: when you make your money in a relatively short period of time, guess what? Now you have more time to enjoy it. Instead of waiting for 65 years old, then you may enjoy your money for the 10 years, want to enjoy it for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. That's the only difference. That's why wealth is not measured in how much money you make, it's how fast you make that money. Now, what if you make $1 million a month? Let's think bigger. $1 million a month. The person who makes $1 million a month is 12 times richer than the person who makes $1 million a year. And he or she is richer than the person, 480 times richer than the person who makes $25,000 for 40 years. That's the difference. And that's why rich people, we value time more than we value money. Poor people, they value money more than they value time.
Thank you, Danlok. From what you point out, it's quite interesting when trying to create wealth. Time is an important factor when creating wealth. No wonder it is usually said that time is more valuable than money. There's one last person we still need to hear from before we call it a day, and his name is Jeff Bezos. Let us hear what Jeff Bezos has to say about creating wealth.
If you don't love your work, you're never going to be great at it. The other thing I would suggest to any young person, even before they start their career, is to really think about their choices. Because I find young people, and when I was young, I made this mistake too. You can get very fixed on your gifts. So everybody has gifts. You know, you have gifts and you have things that you didn't get gifted. Maybe you're extremely beautiful, maybe you're extremely good at mathematics, there are a lot of things that you can be given. But those things can confuse you because they're not the things that construct your life. It's your choices that construct your life, not your gifts. You can celebrate your gifts, be proud of them, be happy of them. Actually, don't be proud of them, be celebratory of them, but you can't be proud because they're gifts. They were given to you. You didn't earn them. You can only be proud of the things you earn. You can get your work life to be where you enjoy half of it. That is amazing, because very few people ever achieve that. Because the truth is, everything comes with overhead. That's reality.
Yes, if you don't enjoy what you do, then it's going to be really difficult creating wealth from it. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for that wonderful advice. As a career person, a business owner, loving what you do is very important before even thinking of trying to create wealth. So you see, learning from what rich people have said, we now know what they know about wealth creation that we must also apply in 2021 if we must start building wealth. Thank you for watching. Please remember to share if this video has added value to you. I will see you later.